Hi, this is Sarah from Sassy Reads, and today I'm bringing you my December and January wrap-up. I fell behind on the month of December for doing my wrap-up, so I'm going to cram them together. But let's dive right in. So my favorite book of the month was Red Fox by Karina Hill, and this is the second book in the Experiment in Terror series by Karina Hill. And I thought it was excellent, really good. I think I liked it a little bit less than the first one because I didn't really like the creepy factor. I didn't feel like it was as creepy, but I really enjoyed the supernatural elements. And then the next book, I hate Siri. The next book on my list was Pretty Little Liars by Sara Shepard, the first book in the Pretty Little Liars series. And, well, I had a problem with the slut shaming, but I'm not gonna lie, I really enjoyed it. That's why I gave it 4.25 stars. I couldn't stop reading. I think I read it in 2 days. It was the last book that I read in the year, so I really felt like okay with how I left off my reading year, and I really enjoyed it. And then the next book is Hamlet by William Shakespeare. I read this for my AP class, and I gave this 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was great, it was dramatic, and I have begun to really love Shakespeare after reading this one. And then the next book on my list was Emma, a manga classic by Jane Austen. Wow. I gave that one 3.75 stars. I have a review for it, and I'll link that one down below if you're interested in my full thoughts on it. I am kind of conflicted overall, and I'm not really going to give my full opinion on Emma until I've actually read the physical novel. And then the next book I read was Violet Midnight by Lynn Rush, the first book in the Violet Night trilogy, and it was okay, it was alright. I kind of reviewed the second book on my review takedown thing, but I'm planning on doing an actual series review when I'm done with the third book. And then I read Conjured by Sarah Beth Durst. I gave this one, I think, 2 stars? Yes, 2 stars. And, I kind of really wanted to DNF it several times throughout, like, reading it over several months, because I'm a really slow reader on my Kindle. I don't read Kindle copies often, but I had a huge problem with the narrator and just the overall pacing of the story. I felt like it tried to do too much. And I really loved the ending. I thought it would have been a fabulous short story, so that's why I gave it 2 stars. Because the ending was great, but yeah, besides that, it's not really that good. And then I read White Christmas by Ross Baxter because it was Christmas time, and I really wanted something Christmassy, and it wasn't really Christmassy. It was kind of stupid, and I felt like it was just an excuse for the characters to have sex on a planet because vampires were killing them and their pheromones were repulsive to them. Okay. Anyway, so onto the month of January. After starting this in November, at the end, I have finally completed Germs of Autumn by Danica Baldwin. I have a review takedown for this, so if you were interested in more of my thoughts, there are spoilers for the book as well as the series though, so be cautious. Of course, I gave this 5 stars. It's a favorite. And then I read, just thinking about this book, it makes me happy. I read Transcendence by Shay Savage, and oh my god, it's so good. It is so good. I'm planning on reviewing it soon, and I loved it. I loved it. 5 stars. It was great. It was a complete surprise, and it makes me happy. It makes me so happy. And then I read The Private Eye by Brian K. Vaughan and I think Marcos Martin. And this is a bind-up of the 10 volumes within the Private Eye world. And I really enjoyed it. It's the whole series in this one bind-up. And I have to say, I don't know why I was expecting not to like it. It's Brian K. Vaughan. I knew the story was going to be good. I had some discrepancies, but overall, it was fantastic. I'm going to review that one as well. And then I read King Lear by William Shakespeare, and I think I liked this one more than Hamlet. I'm also planning to review this one, so I thought it was fabulous. 4.5 stars. And then I read, that's not what I wanted. I read Sonara's Mission by Lucia Tracy, which is the second book in the Nihal of the Wind series, or Chronicles of the Overworld, something like that. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really good. I highly recommend them if you're a fantasy reader. They're not something that I think everyone's going to love, because I've heard that a lot of people did not like it, but I really enjoyed it, and I plan on also obviously reviewing that one. And then I read Thug Notes, which I gave 4 stars to, and I did a review takedown on that, so more thoughts down below if you're interested. I also read The Benson by Karina Hill, which is a novella in the Experiment in Terror series, which I highly recommend. If you haven't read the series or not, I think you'll enjoy it. I give that one 3.5 stars. And I read Violet Dawn, the second book in the Violet Knight trilogy by Lynn Rush, and I gave that one 3 stars, and I also did a review takedown on that one. And so I also read like a e-short novella that I'm not really going to mention because I don't think it's worth mentioning, but there's a review down for it down below if you're interested in my thoughts. And those are the books that I've read in December and January, and I'm just trying to make this brief and short because I'm combining it, so it's not really a very good wrap-up per se. But anyway, those are my thoughts, and let me know if you've read any of these books down below, and bye!